While eating, most people focus on the taste and sensation of pleasure in their mouth. However, hardly anyone thinks that their next meal may be their last. Frequent consumption of processed foods can cause all kinds of diseases. Today's video covers many studies that prove they can kill you. However, here we are talking about foods that you don't need to consume more than once. Some of it can kill you on your first bite. So today, I'm going to tell you about the top 10 deadliest foods around the world. 1. Fugu. Fugu is the Japanese word for pufferfish, and the dish prepared from it can be lethally poisonous. The ovaries, intestines and liver of fugu contain tetrodotoxin, a neurotoxin up to 1,200 times more deadly than cyanide. A lethal dose of tetrodotoxin is smaller than the head of a pin in a single fish has enough poison to kill 30 people. If prepared incorrectly, fugu can paralyze motor nerves and cause fatal respiratory arrest. Japanese chefs must undergo years of training to obtain a fugu preparing license. Despite these precautions, numerous people die every year from improperly prepared fugu. 2. Ackee Fruit. Ackee, the national fruit of Jamaica, is a delicious but dangerous treat. Unripe ackee contains a poison called hypoglycin, so the fruit must be fully ripe and allowed to open naturally on the tree in order to be safely eaten. Seams on the outside of the fruit will split wide open when the fruit is ready to be picked. Never open an ackee fruit yourself, and only eat the cream-colored, fleshy pulp around the seeds. Do not eat any of the pink flesh or the black seeds, because they are highly toxic. Improper preparation of ackee fruit can cause serious illness, which can lead to coma or death. 3. Sannachi. Sannachi, a Korean dish, is live baby octopus tentacles that are cut into pieces, seasoned and served immediately. Culinary daredevils eat the tentacles while they are still writhing on the plate, which is a very dangerous game. Suction pads on the tentacles maintain suction even after the tentacles are severed, so diners must chew the tentacles before they stick to the roof of the mouth. If they don't, the tentacles can stick to the mouth and throat and cause the customer to choke to death. According to Food and Wine, 6 people choke and die from eating sannachi each year. 4. Hakarl. Hakarl, a traditional Icelandic dish, is Greenland shark meat that is cured and hung to dry for between 3 and 5 months. This process is necessary to neutralize the high levels of urea and trimethylamine oxide in the shark's flesh. Greenland sharks don't have a urinary tract, so waste and toxins are filtered through its skin and flesh. For the shark, this mixture of compounds acts as a natural antifreeze that protects it from the frigid Arctic waters, but the chemicals are so concentrated that just a few bites of uncured fresh meat are enough to cause symptoms of extreme intoxication in people. Intestinal distress, neurological effects, convulsions and even death can occur if eaten in large enough quantities. 5. Cassava. Cassava, a tropical root crop similar to taro and yam, is often used to make pudding, juice, cakes and chips, but its leaves and roots can produce deadly cyanide. To prevent poisoning, cassava must be properly cooked before canning, eating or serving. Cassava is classified into 2 main types, sweet and bitter. Sweet cassava, which contains low levels of cyanogenic glycosides, only requires cooking to reduce the cyanide content to non-toxic levels, but bitter cassava contains more toxins and must be grated, soaked and cooked properly prior to consumption. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency has provided some guidelines for preparing cassava safely. 6. Rhubarb. Rhubarb, the bright vegetable often found in jams and pies, has a dark side. Its leaves, which should not be used in baking or cooking, contain oxalic acid. Consuming too much oxalic acid can be fatal, though you would have to eat large quantities of rhubarb leaves, approximately 11 pounds, to die from it. However, consuming small amounts in improperly prepared foods can cause a number of uncomfortable symptoms, such as a burning sensation in the mouth and throat, nausea, diarrhea, eye pain, difficulty breathing and red urine. Oxalic acid can also cause kidney stones, which are hard deposits of minerals and acid salts that stick together in concentrated urine, which are known for causing severe pain, cloudy, red or foul-smelling urine, fever and chills. 7. Elderberries. Elderberries, which are native to Canada and commonly used in jams, pies, wines, teas, syrups and supplements, are safe to eat if they are fully ripe and properly cooked. However, elderberry leaves, twigs and seeds contain potentially fatal levels of cyanide-producing glycoside. If elderberries aren't fully ripe or strained properly, when they are processed, they can cause nausea, vomiting and severe diarrhea. If consumed in large quantities, glycoside may cause seizures, coma or even death. You would have to drink up to 5 glasses to be in life-threatening danger, but just a cup of improperly prepared elderberry products could cause serious illness. 8. Red kidney beans. Red kidney beans are rich in plant-based protein, fiber, and essential vitamins and minerals, in their raw or undercooked form. They are also rich in phytohemagglutinin, a toxic variety of lectin. Phytohemagglutinin can damage the gut wall and may prevent it from absorbing nutrients properly. Symptoms of poisoning may include diarrhea, abdominal pain, vomiting and headaches. Dried red kidney beans must be prepared just right, which involves soaking for a number of hours and boiling for at least 10 minutes, in order to be safe. In fact, according to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, cooking dried red kidney beans for less than 10 minutes at any temperature less than boiling can actually increase the toxicity 5-fold, so, beans are more toxic than if they were consumed raw. 9. Casu Marzu. Sounds delicious just to think of eating rotten cheese, but Casu Marzu has a plus side: it comes with live maggots. Its origin is the Italian island of Sardinia. How healthy and safe is Casu Marzu proves the fact that it's forbidden by the EU. Cheese needs to be eaten with live maggots, and the Sardinians claim it's an aphrodisiac. Nevertheless, eaten maggots can stay alive in your body by eating your tissue, which doesn't sound healthy. There are a few correct ways to eat this cheese. First, chew well to kill the maggots, and second, cover your eyes, because they can jump up to 6 inches high. Still, you can just put the cheese in a sealed paper bag before eating to kill the maggots. 10. Blood clams. We all love clams, as when appropriately cooked, they can be quite tasty. However, blood clams are specific because they absorb harmful bacteria and viruses such as hepatitis, typhoid, and dysentery. Absorption of these pathogen materials happens because it lives in lower oxygen environments. A typical preparation of blood clams in China is by boiling them very briefly, which leaves viruses alive. Proof of how harmful they are is that they were banned in Shanghai in 1988 because of a hepatitis outbreak. Actually, such food can even cause death. Cases of death have even been reported. So, be careful if you try this kind of food.